I keep telling colleagues wherever I go and stakeholders that policy of an agriculture without finance will remain policy. It is finance that enables policy to be effected and for the results to be driven. But we know across Africa, Nigeria inclusive, governments are stretched in terms of their budgetary provisions to be able to do what agriculture demands. Investment in agriculture to convert agriculture to agribusiness requires private capital and private investments. So inevitably, all kinds of funding required by agriculture has to go through the private sector for it to get traction. But how much can the private sector release, like banks? Most banks are averse. They consider agriculture as risky. Again, that is why NIRSAL came in. In the case of Katsina State, as you would have noticed, without the NIRSAL intervention by providing guarantees up to 75% of the amount of money required, this business wouldn't have taken place. And as you know, NIRSAL has branches all over Nigeria now, including Katsina State. And I would like to also let His Excellency the Deputy Governor know we are close by, just next door to you. Whatever we need to do, you don't have to go to Abuja. Our office is here in the branch of the Central Bank. We at NIRSAL are also grateful to His Excellency, and may God give him health and return to the country quickly, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Without his policy, all this talk we're doing about agriculture, investment, and food security wouldn't be. We are being used to oil, but courtesy of the President of the Federal Republic today, the only thing the President likes to hear you talk about is agriculture, agriculture, agriculture. And we are here to support him. Thank you very much.
We, the Tractor Owners and Operators Association of Nigeria, feel highly honored and privileged to be invited to this occasion to witness this noble project, mechanization in Katsina State. We service providers could not get any loan from bank because the exposure was very high. But now that NIRSAL has brought in the 75% credit risk guarantee, and not only that, maybe the MD has forgotten to inform you, those who have been paying without default may also enjoy interest drawback. I think of about 30 or 40%. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we play by the rules, we will enjoy it. So, NIRSAL has played a very important role in mechanization service provision in Nigeria. And they are here in Katsina to do the same. Therefore, if we give them cooperation, we will enjoy, the services.
I would like to congratulate the Katsina State government for empowering the people with this project. This is a good decision, as tractors will reduce drudgery in farming and help improve productivity. The launch today of these tractors goes a long way to prove the restoration agenda of the present administration in Katsina State. In the area of agriculture is being followed through. It is a bold step to improve the agricultural sector through mechanized farming as a grassroots.
Katsina State now, we have a power machinery of 0.5 horsepower per hectare. 0.05, Against the international standard that is recommended, for you to progress in mechanization, you need to at least have 1.5 horsepower per hectare. And we decided to set a target that in the next 4 years, Katsina State will boost the mechanization of agriculture in the state to about 0.5. And we came up with the calculation that if we are to move the state from 0.05 horsepower per hectare to 0.5, we need 10,000 tractors. And 10,000 tractors, I don't think there's any state government that can be able to afford that. So we decided to scale it down and say, let's start by giving out about 300 tractors per annum.
I would like to thank our partners in this project, most especially, as we have had, NIRSAL, who are almost giving up when NIRSAL came to our rescue. We especially want to thank them, and we think this thing will also extend to other areas, which I believe immediately after this occasion, we'll go and sit down and look on see other critical areas like livestock, where we can partner and where our farmers will be helped.
pertinent